Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna do my intro in the middle, so I'm all dirty, then I'm gonna cut back to it. Back to the front. I should start mapping these out a little bit better.
Today, we got a great example of New York State rust. Underneath it, there's gonna be a couple of bolts that are not gonna wanna come out. I'm gonna be attempting to take out this second to last one on this side. There's two on the front, on the driver's side, two on the front on the passenger side, and then two on the back on both sides as well. It's just a mess, but we'll see what we can do here. I do have that one hammered in place. I'm taking the socket and I'm hammering it onto because the bolts are so bad that you want to break off that surface rust. And I do have a chode of an extension. Ow, I just hit my head. Somewhere. Oh, here they are. Oh! And we're going to see if we can't fit the impact gun. I'm thinking this little one's gonna be the juice. See, my biggest problem right now is I'm dealing with this leaf spring and I can't get my fat impact gun in the way. But we do have this fancy swivel that you can attach and it'll help give you a little bit more angles to work with. Science. And always remember, safety looks cool when you look cool being safe. All right. Hold your nuts! There we go. I just ate 10 pounds of rust, but it is what it is, you know? Sometimes you have to thread them back in a little bit so you can get your socket out because the socket's too long and the holes don't line up and shit don't work out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is try to break this fucker loose by using my long extension and hit with a fucking hammer. A small ass hammer. There. All right, so the socket came loose. Now we just got to get that nut back out. So I'm unthreading it with my hand, and I think it's coming loose. But what might have happened is, I think that's what happened. These things are really useful because they're thin, and you can pass through them. And you can fit them in places, and they also ratchet along with having a normal box end. But I think, unfortunately, this is a case of where the connections points have broken, and I won't be able to thread this out because it's spinning in itself. Yeah, I think this one's busted off in. We'll have to, I might actually take the air chisel and just split the fucker. I gotta stop swearing. All right, now we're going to go on and try to tackle this front one. I don't really want to deal with all this wiring. I'm not gonna cut the wiring. I might cut the wiring. Oh, Jesus. My knife is very dull. There. There. Okay, so I've got a little bit more space now to play with. But there's still no way in hell that I'm going to be able to put my impact gun in there, even without the extension. It's just not going to work. All right. Oh. It's a ratchet. It's a ratchet ass hoe, and she extends. I got this from Harbor Freight. It's the Pittsburgh brand. I paid like 18 bucks for it. I've broken maybe 6 of them now, and still haven't paid more than 18 bucks. Every time I break one, I just take it to my local Harbor Freight, and they just give me a new one, which is pretty cool. It's the best 18 bucks I've ever spent. Unless this doesn't work, then it was just a waste of money. I don't know if you can see this,
on the camera. I'm using my phone. I don't really want to spend money on a camera. I'm not going to be doing this forever. But there's a shitload of just rust continuously. Every time I touch something, it just rains down on me. I mean, you can see on the ground all this stuff that's fallen. No, you can't see it on camera. So I'm using a 14 millimeter socket and wrench when I was using the wrench. And it is the size of the bolts. But because there's so much surface rust that builds up on the ends of these things, just being underneath the car, going through New York State winters, dealing with all the salt in the roads and everything, just eats away at this metal, and it expands so much. And I can't even fit my hammer in there to pry it up on. I can't. Ow, my shoulder. All right, so I got this pretty long pry bar, get enough leverage on it. You can see that this thing's super bent already. See if I can get it on to where I need it to be, and then just pry it. Ow, I just stabbed my finger. It's such an unbelievably stupid design. Oh, I thought someone was here. So I just realized a socket's about a little longer than this. Then I have to add this much width onto the end of the socket. And I'm sitting here playing with that much space to work with. That's not good. That's not gonna work. God damn it. All right. So I've gone and I've gotten a short 14 that'll fit, and hopefully it fits in with, this is another one of those extendable ratchets, but it's got a 3/8 side and a smaller 1/8. I don't know. I'm not good at this. And of course, this thing's not gonna come out. I'm gonna cover my eyes because I really don't want a chunk of rust to come out into my... I had a piece of rust one time. I was working underneath a box. Actually, it might have been a rocker or a cab corner or something. And I had didn't have glasses on. A piece of rust fell down in my eye. Well, I wanted to get what I was doing done, so I just closed my eye, not to move it around. But that was a stupid mistake, and it got up underneath my contact, ripped my contact. I had to work the rest of the day without a contact, and my eye just on fire. Yeah, so I just kind of dealt with it, but it's not fun. Contacts are expensive, and every time I go to reorder my contacts, they tell me I have to re-up on my prescription, and they won't sell me my old prescription, and so I have to go and see a, what is the eye doctor called? I don't know. I work on cars. I don't do eye stuff. So here we go again. Get that bitch in there. All right. Let's skin some knuckles. Oh, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to get that off cleanly. I think when I come to chisel this one off, I'm gonna chisel the head of this one off, and hopefully it'll pull off freely. It doesn't matter what happens to the box above me because it's gonna be tossed. It's too far gone to save. As long as we've got clean holes that I can thread new bolts through on the frame of this vehicle, that's all I'm really worried about right now. So chiseling these bolts off is going to be a-okay. I'm just now realizing that there is a decent sized brake leak on this as well. So I've got 5 more bolts that I'm going to have to take out. I do want to get this box off. One thing that we can do that it's not underneath the truck is take these taillights off. The taillights have to come off to remove the box. Plus, I think we're reusing these taillights. It's just looks to be 2 Phillips heads and then a plug on the inside, or the bulbs themselves come out. So let's go ahead and get that done now so I can stand up and not be showered with rust and mud and corona. I gotta work. I'm gonna work. I'll be right back. Ah, shit! I got this fancy ratcheting, swiveling Phillips head bitted doohickey, Snap-on, you want to go ahead and sponsor, that'd be great. Maybe take a couple mil off my bill. It's not $1 million. I'm near close. So it's one Phillips head. These are not too bad, but this is not a spot that's seeing weather that much. They're also magnetized, so you can get fancy with it. So you swivel these things off. These are the light bulbs. It's just kind of a pinch and twist. Some of them are just straight up twists. This little guy in the back, that's just a twist. And this one is just another pinch and twist. And they come out, these are your lights. And this is the whole taillight assembly. These two just kind of sit in the body of the thing. We're going to go ahead and put the screws back into where they belong, just so we don't lose them. These screws don't even match, so that's odd. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the easiest part of the job done, the tail lights. We're gonna put them back inside the box, and then we're gonna get back on it. Why did you move? Where are you going? You trying to run away from me? What's going on here? What are you doing? Where are you going? You want to talk about it? We'll talk about it. So I figured I'd come check to see what kind of work we've done on this. The front is still fully attached because of that one bolt that we couldn't get out, but I don't know. It's not the suspension moving. That is the box removing itself from the frame. I decided real quick that I'm going to sweep up because I don't want to have to roll around. The wheels on the creeper are not very nice, so I'm going to sweep that up real quick. This is exciting. Usually I'm just here by myself singing really loudly and praying that a customer doesn't walk in on me while I'm doing like stupid stuff. Now I'm talking to my phone, pretending it's someone, while I'm also hoping that a customer doesn't walk in on me because I'm doing stupid stuff. Oh, sweeping. I was sweeping. Just make ourselves a nice little pile. All right, so I'm gonna go back underneath now and try to work on that one bolt that we're stuck on the driver's side. If it doesn't come off, I'm gonna make it come off. I mean, this is what I do every day. I make things do what they don't want to do. Vehicle-wise. I'm not that weird. I swear I'm not that weird. I decided I'm going to use the cutting wheel on this because I've got a little bit more space to play with. And I'm going to record it because, oh, coffee. Dunkin' Donuts could sponsor me too. That'd be pretty cool. I'd enjoy that. Like I said, I'm going to record it because a lot of sparks are going to be flying. And so, all right, no joke, I'm not cutting this. I knew there was a garbage can behind me, and I'm not, you see both my hands, one's holding the camera, and I know there's one in there already, but can you believe that? If that doesn't get you to like and subscribe, I don't know what will. Yo, Dude Perfect, hit me up if you want some of that body shop, coffee slinging awesomeness that I can provide for you. Anyways, I decided I was going to film this part because sparks are going to be flying all over the place. It's going to look sick. It's going to look wild. I can't believe I made that shot. That's so sick. Wow, I might go home now. I might just say, screw it. I'm going home. All right. I'll put you, oh Jesus, I just put you in the puddle of brake fluid. That's cool. What's another phone, you know? This is a good way to lose a finger. So I'm a trained professional. Don't do this at home. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I can't get the circular part of this on there fully, and so I'm gonna cut up the middle of it and maybe in chunks, and then again with the chisel gun I'll just break those chunks off and the bolt should probably slide up, or the body. I know what I'm saying. There. So I've got a decent
cut up the middle of it, I think. Oh yeah. Here comes the shower. I think this has been used too much. It's just not sharp anymore. It's not really cutting. I'm gonna get a new one. I'll be right back. Ow. So it's a little bit bigger, but it's sharper looking. I could grind the other one down and make it sharper, but why do that? Oh boy. Okay, so I decided to come over and do these ones. I wanted to get a decent chunk of this done today. And I got a decent amount of time to get this done. I mean, we still got to order rocker panels for it. We've got that brake problem that's happening. There's a fuel pump issue that we've got going on. So we've got parts that need to come in still. So for this, we've got two back here that I can get to really easily. These ones on the passenger side are somewhat easier to get to because I'm not going to be dealing with, on the driver's side, there's the parking brake or the emergency brake cable running right through here. And you can see up there, I'd have that sitting right here somewhere, that cable that I'd have to kind of weave through. Also, just the normal brake lines are through there, and I know they're already damaged, so I could just cut them off to get another way, but this is more work for me in the long run. So these, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, let's see, my long extension, and I got a lot of stuff here. Okay, so we're gonna try to get this off. I'm gonna take my long extension, and I'm gonna stick it right where the bolt is, and then kind of start to get it somewhat on there. There's so much rust buildup. It's not good. So now I'm second guessing my sizing choice. All right, so we're gonna sort of line this up. That feels about right. We'll just kind of tap it on with the hammer. Just kind of tap it on there. Just lightly tapping this on there. Yeah, just lightly tap it on. Now, I think we're on there pretty good. We give it a couple more whacks just to make sure. I'm so glad that I didn't hit my hand when I was looking at you. That would have been bad. Anyway, so you put our Torque Monster 3000 on there. And, oh no. Okay, so we didn't hit it hard enough. I mean, you see this? You see how bad this is? Oh, this might be an actual different size. Okay, I'm gonna get a 15 just because. And we'll see if that works. So, I got a 15. We'll put it on the extension. Get on the extension. There. It still doesn't want to fit. We'll just tap it on there again. So this side might be 15. It wouldn't surprise me. I feel like this box has been taken off and put on again. There's a lot of components underneath here that don't look right. I mean, you saw with the Phillips heads, they were all different for the tail lights. Make sure we're in reverse. All right. Yeah, so we're loose. Oh my God. So that's supposed to look like not that. So the only thing that was holding that box on was this little couple bottom threads. This frame is not the worst I've seen. There's some bad shit that comes through here. But that'll all kind of come off. It's still pretty structural. All right, well, we got one more here to do. It might have been that there were 15s on both sides, but so much rust came off of it that the 14 slid on and held it. It's a wild occurrence. So this one, you can already see, is super built up like the rest of them. But the 15 fits on there. It's not as snug as I'd like. I do not want to round these out because these are supposed to be the easy ones to get. So we'll go back to a 14 and hammer that one on. And if we have troubles, we'll deal with it when we get there. I mean, that's on there. At a certain point, you just get used to having rust go up and down your sleeves, down your pants, in your face, in your eyes, your mouth. Well, you never get used to the eyes. At least I don't. In your ears, your hair. You see what my shower looks like when I'm done. Oh, nope. So now, what do we have on here? This is the 14 too. A little bit. I just realized now that I had the radio on and you could probably hear that. I'm gonna get a bigger hammer. All right. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I'm too strong. I hammered it on there. Well, let's see if we can get the bolt out for the hell of it, you know? We'll just cut that part out so it looks like I'm not stupid. I'm gonna go with the ratchet actually, just so I can see what's happening without getting a shitload of crap in my face. Come on. It's just spinning again, like the other side did, like that one bolt towards the back side. I mean, the box is off. All right, so we got a couple of bolts out. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up finishing it up today, but I don't know how much more filming I'm gonna do. I figured I'd do a little video like this, just kind of like a day in the middle of the week. This is a large amount of stuff that we do is dealing with like rusty boxes, replacing parts and stuff. I'm gonna keep filming stuff like this. It's just kind of hard to do because I don't know how some customers will feel about their cars being filmed. I don't know if that's gonna be a problem or not. I also don't know how I'm gonna bring it up to them, you know? I also don't know how my boss will take it, me just kind of talking to my phone. He's a little bit more old school. But, you know, I figured I'd get something like this done. I will be giving updates on how it goes as here and there. When I'm alone at the shop, I'll probably film some stuff here and there. But most of the time, it's just gonna be random stuff, random parts of jobs. You can follow me on Snapchat. I didn't realize how thirsty I was. The box is gonna come off at the end of the day. That's how we do things. Doesn't matter what we gotta do, we're gonna do it. That sounds weird. I don't know why I talk like that sometimes. I got a tremendous amount of rust under my watch. I'm dirty, I'm sweaty, I'm tired. I really want a shamrock shake and to take a shower. The more I talk, the less I have to work. Do you see the dust that comes? I'm still proud about that coffee shot. Video's over. Thanks for watching. I might actually finish taking it off, taking it apart, get it off today. That's something that I need to worry about and not you. I usually have a belt that's a little bit thicker and I could just rest my water bottle on it. I hope you found this somewhat interesting. If you did, cool. Stuff like this is gonna be happening a lot on my channel. On my own personal vehicles and like my own personal jobs, I'll probably film the whole thing because I've got a little bit more free range to do. I don't have a schedule for this. It's just kind of when it happens, it happens. And hopefully you enjoy what happens when it happens and how it happens. I still have all my fingers. That doesn't usually happen, but the day's not over, so we'll see. I'm gonna go back to work for a little bit, get some more stuff done on this. All right, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Try to get out of that sunlight. Yeah, have a good day. All of the sides are free. Unfortunately, I'm the only one here, so I'm not able to take the box off all the way. Everything else is done. The light bulbs are taken out. The electrical stuff is unplugged. Fuel cap and the gas filler neck are disconnected from the box. I am messy. That didn't help. At this point, we're just kind of picking up, putting tools back, putting parts back. Yeah, I ended up staying and finishing this thing. What is that? All right, I knew I kind of did the outro before, but this is the outro now. All right, have a good one. Hope you enjoyed, yada, yada, all that stuff. Have a good day.